Some people can fall asleep easily, wake up ready to take on the world, right? However, for me, it's like a snooze, a snooze, a snooze, and then I get up angry. 50 to 70 million Americans suffer from chronic sleep issues, according to the CDC. And during this past year, studies have shown there's been an increase in anxiety and an increase in nightmares. So this morning, we're in search of a cure.
Yeah, so sleep expert and co-author of Sleep for Success, Dr. Robbins, is joining us with the lowdown on how we can get a good night's rest. She is joining us from the Benjamin Hotel, where she serves as their in-house sleep expert. I kind of want that job. Dr. Robbins, thanks for being with us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
So being a sleep expert, do you sleep well at night?
I'm guilty. I'm guilty of practicing what I preach. But the truth is, sleep is not going to be perfect every night. So every now and then we all will experience some difficulties. But the good news is we can really set ourselves up for success by making small changes over the course of our days and in the time leading up to sleep at night.
Okay, so the million-dollar question, right, and it varies from day to day and whatever study you read. How much sleep should an adult get, and how much sleep does a child get?
Great question. The vast majority of adults need between 7 and 9 hours. Now, we're all at different positions along that spectrum. Some of us do very well on 7, some of us do better on 8, and some of us are okay on 8.5, or believe it, 9. Now, children are in a different group. They essentially need as much sleep as we can give them.
Yeah.
Children under 5 need 10 to 14 hours, and children between the ages of 6 and 12 need about 9 or even up to 12 hours of sleep for optimal health and well-being during the day.
You know, I tell my little boys that sleep is not only good for them, but that's when they grow. Is that the same for us as adults? Do we, like our muscles, do they get regenerated? Is there a growth factor to sleep for us?
Great question, and just as important as physical development and growing into a big boy for your kids, for your sons, is vitally important. But for us, we're not necessarily growing physically, adding inches, but so much is happening in our brains during sleep. So the growth that we all experience as adults and the importance of sleep actually comes into play when we think about our body health. So our immune system, for instance, is strengthened when we get healthy sleep. In addition, some exciting research that my team and I have just published 2 weeks ago, we found that among older adults who get short sleep are unfortunately at a significantly greater risk for Alzheimer's disease and dementia, because the brain actually rids itself of toxins during the course of our sleep. So it couldn't be more important to really make a priority.
Okay, so I have 2 questions here. One being that 7 to 8 hours that you said for adults, does that have to be in one chunk? Right? Because some people do a split sleep where they'll do some during the day and some at night.
That's a great question. So the most important thing for sleep for human beings is to try to consolidate our sleep into one block. So try to find a time that you can fall asleep and wake up, and allow for 7 to 8 or 9 hours, as many nights of the week as possible.
Seems
I don't even
amazing,
know what that feels like.
but almost impossible.
So so the follow-up then is like, you want to get that, right? And so you're so tired until you get into bed.
In addition,
oh, sorry. Do we still have her? Hi.
Hi.
I think she's freezing up a bit. Yeah, but when you're so energetic, right? And then you go and lie down, and I mean, you're so tired, you lie in bed, and all of a sudden you're wide awake. How can we fall asleep easier?
Well, you're touching on one of the most common sleep difficulties, which is difficulty falling asleep. It affects many of us. About 1 in every 3 adults in the U.S. experience one of these difficulties, whether it's trouble falling asleep or maintaining your sleep over the course of the night. Now, in the case of difficulty falling asleep, a busy mind, here's what you want to do. The first thing is really make your bedtime kind of power down ritual really focused, because it's unfortunately, it's nice to think that we could turn our brains off like our cell phones, but it really takes time. So you really want to relax and soothe yourself close to bedtime. Another easy change for all of us at home, and I'm joining you from the Benjamin Hotel here in New York City, where we've created these beautiful bedrooms according to the science of our sleep. So we want the colors in our bedrooms to be soothing, so you walk in and you feel instantly relaxed. You also want to make sure that your mattress and your pillows are supportive of your good night's sleep. As you can see, we have almost 10 different options for guests to check in and try when they come to the hotel. And each pillow is matched by your sleeper position, because there's no one pillow that's perfect for all of us, but we all spend time in either our back, our stomach, or our side. And so you want your pillow to support your personal physiology, whether it's your side, that space between your shoulder and your head here, as you lie on the mattress. So some of these small changes to to your hotel, your home environment, and drawing inspiration from a beautiful hotel room like this can give you some good ideas for change.
Yeah, for sure. So why is it tough though to get up in the morning? Is it just because we're sleep deprived? Because sometimes even if you get a good night's sleep, it's still tough to get up in the morning.
I've never woken up being like, oh, let me start the day.
Like the cartoons, right? And you hear the birds sing.
That old bright-eyed and bushy-tailed concept really is a myth. So there's actually a concept called sleep inertia. And essentially what we've been doing over the course of the night is, in some sense, hibernating. And so our body temperature has dropped down, and then we wake up often to an alarm, and it's very jarring.
Yeah.
And so do know that that is completely normal. However, we want to fight against the urge to stay in bed, because getting out of our bed and ideally getting into the natural sunlight is one of the most important ways to sync our circadian rhythm with its natural environment.
Good luck waking up to sunlight on this shift. But thank you, doctor. We appreciate all your tips.
Thank you so much for having me.
Cup of coffee. Get a cup of coffee. That'll help you out.